One of the common programs, the mind control programs that is put in there through torture in the cult torture, is that we will not remember abuser faces. We will not be able to see abuser faces properly. We will not be able to identify them when we look at their faces. It'll be a blur or it'll be pixelated or whatever it is that they say. And they reinforce that and create jobs for folks inside by telling us the message and then doing torture. So for the faces to be a blur, they would throw a chemical in my eyes that's liquid and hurt so much, and I could barely see, my eyes are streaming so much, and then look up at the abusers' faces. And of course, the faces are a blur, and I can't see them because my eyes are streaming and they're so distorted from whatever chemical it was that was hurting so badly. And then for pixelated, it might be like they threw a powdered chemical in my eyes or sand or something. And again, look up and it's pixelated. Or um, that we cannot see at all. Like they shine like really bright light in my eyes, and I'm supposed to look up at them where the light is. The light's like above or beside their head, and I can't see properly. They reinforce the messages over and over and over with torture to make them go in there deeper, to make sure that folks inside have that specific job and role, so that when certain people are abusing us and torturing us, we won't be able to remember or retain faces or see them. But for some of them, there were other folks inside me who could see the faces still. And, or if it was someone that was from the non-abuse time, like there were my parents and my whole extended family and like other people that I might recognize from everyday time, I could still recognize like voice and body language and other things. And then over time, the face comes back. It's not foolproof. Like cult cannot completely take things out of our brains, but they can try, and they can block the information for years. And because it is put in there through torture, it is so strong and it can be effective for a while until we work on healing and we have some safety. But some faces I feel like I'll never get back, or I'll never know who they were. For me, I feel like they especially used that programming and that cue and the triggers when it was someone who was, say, high profile or high up in society, who was like renting us through the trafficking, or like the trafficking plus torture, or certain people for certain kinds of training. For me, it was important to know who tortured and abused me, who was still in my everyday life, so that I could get safe. So working with folks inside, asking who they remember, who they could see, if they couldn't show me visually, to draw it out, to write it out. Or sometimes it took a long time to face because it was someone who we thought was safe. And then working with a good therapist and working to uncover the memories so that we could get safe, so that we could cut another person out of our life who we needed to get safe. Like cutting off contact with abusers is really important for safety, at least to me it was, and to getting fully safe.